I do believe we are live. Welcome back. We are continuing to talk about the power of six-figure collaborations, referral partners, and today I want to talk about the value of one referral partner. So I often talk about how our first year of business, I had 12 referral partners and we met and I trained them and we supported each other. But for most people, gathering and managing and leading 12 referral partners isn't going to be realistic, especially out the gate. So I want to show you and break down the power of one referral partner, because I think that most of the time we underestimate what even one will do, and then we can build on that. So I'm going to share this over to a couple of groups. If you joined me yesterday, you will know that I talked about how six-figure collaborations work, how I put those together, who they're right for. If you missed it, then I recommend that you comment below and just say, send me the six-figure collab video. We have that for you. So this is going to completely shift your perspective. Most people do business one client at a time, by addition, one sale at a time, promoting by themselves. But with six-figure collaborations and with referral partners, we get to multiply our efforts. So let me put this over in the group. If you're not part of my Facebook group, I'll make sure I put the link below. And then I'm going to put this over in the publishing for entrepreneurs. Okay, so let's dive in. So I love math. Numbers are my love language. And this is the math of one referral partner. So this story actually started back in 2018. In 2018, I started posting in Facebook groups. This was before it's as sophisticated as it is now. But essentially, what ended up happening is one of my first clients, when I transitioned from offline to online, she was living in Australia. And she was a great client. And I thought, oh, what if I got more clients in Australia? And I loved that the seasons were opposite. So when all the Americans were busy in their summer and, hanging out with kids, I went and picked up my Australian clients who were in the winter. They were focused, all was well. And so I had less fluctuation in my seasons. The other cool thing is at the time we were living in Europe, and so I could easily serve Australians and I could serve Americans or North Americans, so it worked out really well. So what ended up happening is I committed to posting I was going to say 3 days a week, but the truth of the matter is I actually attempted to post every day in this Facebook group. So sometimes it was stories, sometimes it was, a perspective shifting post. Sometimes it was a testimonial. Sometimes it was, a tip like, hey, have you ever tried this? And what I found is that in this group at that time, you could go live once a week. And so I went live every single week and I posted all the time. Well, as you can imagine, I got all the eyes on me. I got all the attention on me. And there was one particular woman, she jumped into my DMs. She watched one of my lives. She jumped into the DMs and she's like, hey, listen, I'd love to get on a call with you. I want to connect with you, hear more about what you're doing, your offers. I think that I have people in my world who are perfect for what you're doing. So her and I connected. We did phone calls. We really got along. We had fun. And this was 2018. In 2019, we announced that we were opening a publishing division of our company. So we started off as business consultants and helping our clients with being able to grow their business using the internet. And we added a publishing division. Well, she signed up to be in our very first book, Trailblazers. Perfect title for our first collaboration book. And she immediately posted on social media, hey, I'm doing this. You should do this too, and tagged all her friends and clients and all of the people she was connected to. Well, several people right out the gate joined the book with her. And then she, jumped in my DMs again and said, hey, we need to streamline this. Like, how could I send more people to the books that you're doing? So I created a simple system for her to refer. I told her, this is our next title. This is the next cover. This is what's included. This is the price. I'll pay you 20% on all referrals. This is the easiest way. So we created a very simple, streamlined way for her to talk about my offers. Well, this woman in a 12-month period sent me 60 clients. And when I say sent me 60 clients, I don't mean she tagged 60 people or did 60 introductions. I mean 60 people clicked on the link and paid me. And she also got paid. Well, that alone is incredible. So if you've never had someone send you 60 clients in 1 year, it's amazing. This alone would change most people's business. I'm curious for you, how many clients do you serve a month, or how many clients can you serve in a year? If you know the number, I want you to drop it in the comments. Depending on your business model, for me, I could serve a lot of clients because I was working in group programs, collaboration books. So everything was a group. So my time was leveraged. So when she sent me a lot of clients, I didn't have to figure out how to create more one-on-one time because, time will run out. We all know the calendar will fill up and you'll be maxed out. But I want to take it a step further. So she brought 60 people into my world. They paid for a program. Most of them paid 1 to 2,000 for that initial working with me program, right? Now, these people were in my world. They were on my calls. They were on my email list. They were following me on social media. And guess what? Of course, I continue to do. And if you're not doing this, turn your ears on, take a note, tattoo this on your heart. I continued to invite them into other things. So what I did, Derek and I love to track numbers, and this is my thing too. And this is really because of my husband. So we have always ran a very low overhead business. We don't have high expenses. We keep things as tight as possible, and we keep track of all kinds of stuff. Well, recently, one of the women that was referred to me way back when in 2019, who was in that first book as well, she purchased something, and it sparked this conversation between Derek and I. And we were like, how many things has she bought from us since 2019? And it started us on this track. So because I kept these people in my world and I kept creating offers, kept inviting them in, kept sending emails, kept going live, kept doing social media posts, kept personally inviting them in, this initial 60 through more referrals and repeat business turned into 270 sales over the last 5 years. I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself, what would 270 sales, like 270 payment notifications, change in your business? What would be different? As you can imagine, this lady wasn't the only person I trained to refer me business. And in 2019, our business absolutely erupted, but it wasn't a big flash and then a die down because I did the same thing with every single person. So this initial momentum of training people to refer me business, giving them exactly what they needed to be successful, having clear deliverables, clear outcomes, clear price points, clear arrangements, it led to initial business and then ongoing business. And this momentum has been going on since 2018. When people tell me, oh, I don't know how to train 3 to 5 referral partners, that feels too hard, I don't know if anyone would do it, I'm always baffled because somehow in their mind, they think going out and getting 270 sales themselves over a 5-year period is going to be easier than training one person. But this is what's required. And I want to break this down for you. I've touched on it, but I want to emphasize it, underline it, highlight it, circle it. In order to have 3 to 5 referral partners, and 3 to 5 is what most people can do, and 3 to 5 will completely change your bank account, your business, your lifestyle, what your kids can do, what you can do, what your husband can do. Everything will change with 3 to 5 referral partners. So most people don't even have to aim for 12. right? I can do 12, I can do 24, I can have 50 referral partners at a time because I practice this. It's like, if you went running every morning, you can run further than someone like myself who doesn't run, except for if a bear is chasing me and there's someone slower than me, and then it feels like it's worth my time. So here's what has to be in place. Number one, you have to have an offer you love. Do you have an offer you love right now? Tell me yes or no in the comments. If you have an offer you love, honestly, the price point doesn't even matter because you can work this all different ways. If you have an offer that you love, if you have an offer that at least a handful of people have purchased and you could get testimonials for, and this program delivers this result, this outcome, provides this solution, goes from A to B, before and after. If you have an offer like that, it is very clear and it's defined. And the reason I'm being so specific with all this is because a lot of people have offers, but they don't have a good, clean, easy to sell offer. If you have an offer that requires a ton of education, you first got to educate someone on why they want this or need this or why their life would be better with it, but they actually don't want it and they never have wanted it. And they're not already in pursuit of something related to it. That's a hard to sell offer. And I would not put that offer on a referral partner. That's going to be hard enough for the person to sell, hard enough for you and me to sell. So you need an offer that is stupid, simple, clear cut. You go from this to this, and this is the offer. This is the vehicle. It's ideal if you have it where it's a group or it's a digital course or it's something where your time is leveraged. You can start off with one-on-one work, but what you'll find is that you'll very quickly book yourself out. And so if you have a one-on-one offer, you can easily turn that into a group offer if you are going to train referral partners. And that's what I would recommend. And you can experiment with it and you can practice with it. The other thing that you need in order to make this super easy for referral partners is you need to have the copy. You need to know when I post this on social media, it draws people in. It leads to them commenting, jumping into the DMs. It gets them to take action. If you don't have social media posts that do that, you can't give that to other people and get a result. If it doesn't give you a result, it's not going to give them a result. And the secret to this and the ticket to this is simply state what this person gets, the outcome that they get, the solution they get, the opportunity they get, the thing that they get, and then ask them, do you want this? Are you already in pursuit of this? And do you want to get there faster? Or do you want X, Y, and Z, right? So in my post, a lot of you have shared this offer with me and for me. And I have to remember now how many people have bought it. I want to say 56 or 57 people have bought the 12-day networking challenge. Because I say, are you already networking but not happy with the results that you're getting? Jump into the 12-day challenge. So they're already networking. I'm not convincing them that they should network. I'm not educating them about how amazing networking is. They're already networking. They're already attending one. Most people who are in this program are already attending one networking event a week or more. They are already doing it, but they're not getting results, which means they're in the wrong groups or they're presenting themselves incorrectly. They don't know how to make an ask. They don't know how to say what they do in a way that perfect strangers can make sense of. That's their solution. So you have to have social media posts that get people to move. And if you don't have social media posts that get people to move, then it's your job to simplify the work you do, say it in plain English, and to practice this so that once you nail this social media post or this email or this call to action, then you can give that to your team. And the last but not least is that you have some sort of graphic that you can share with them. Now, in terms of how you reward people, how you pay people, I have an affiliate program, so it's super easy to say, hey, go sign up as an affiliate. You'll get your own links. For a lot of people, they'll have people comment or send them a DM. And then once they know, hey, this person's in, then they can send me a message and say, hey, Monique, I'm referring Lisa to you. She's signing up right now. She's my referral. You can do it a fancy way. You can do it a manual. You can do a streamlined, automated. The point is to get started. Because if you have one person who's trained to send you referrals, who you update every week or every month on, this is the offer I'm focused on, this is the copy, here's the graphic, here's the link, and you keep them in the loop, and then they are getting paid for something that they don't have to deliver on, you have a great winning combination. If you have one person that you train and it results in you getting 20, 40, 60 more clients, here's the other thing I want to show you is, obviously this lady is a hot shot, right? Not everyone's going to send you 60 referrals in a year. However, I want to show you even the difference that a few referrals can make. If you train 3 to 5 people and those 3 to 5 people send you one new client a month, and they do this over the course of 3, 6, 12 months, that is going to exponentially grow your business. Instead of you being the only one who's promoting, the only one who's talking about what you do, you have 3 to 5 people who are doing it with you. And then, as you know, if you've been in my networking challenge, I then take those clients and I say, hey, listen, if you know someone who wants the same thing that you did and having the same problem you're having, send them my way. And then I train those people on how to refer me as well. And this is how it just continues. This is an avalanche of business in the best way. So let me ask you this. If you knew that by taking, typically it takes me, I was going to say 1 hour, but I've got it down less. If you knew you could train someone in 1 hour or less, and then you have a touch point once a month, and you could have them constantly referring you business, would it be worth it to you? And what would that do to your bottom line? Well, how would your revenue change? How would your lifestyle change? This is exactly what I'm taking women through. And I shouldn't just say women because there are some men who've come in as well. This is exactly what I'm taking business owners through. In Rich Networker, we have 2 main objectives. When we meet, we are not going around the room introducing ourselves. No, we are saying we need to identify who are your 3 to 5 key referral partners, and I'm going to train you to train them so that you can constantly get business. And who is going to be your first 6-figure collaboration? Is it going to be with me? Is it going to be with someone else? And I'm going to show you how to take this from start to finish and lead it all the way through. That is the only things that we're focused on in the Rich Networker. Because when those things are in place, you can imagine, you can see, you can look at one and the numbers multiply. The thing that I learned as well is it's not just the sales that multiply, it's the opportunities. You know how many podcast interviews I got, how many features I got, how much PR I got because of all of this. I'll call it an avalanche, that we're going to go with that. That was stirring in our work and our business and all over the internet. We all know that money will bring more money and attention will bring more attention. Opportunities will bring more opportunities. Having your 3 to 5 referral partners are the initial, like the core, the spark of all of that. If you would like to learn how to train 3 to 5 people how to do this, where this becomes predictable and you move from addition and one at a time to multiples, to multiplication, I would love for you to send me a private message and say, tell me about the Rich Networker. We have 4 spots that are taken, 8 more that are open. I won't do more than 12 at a time. We officially start in September, but as soon as people join, I walk them through and I already get them rolling. One lady sent me a private message this morning and she has identified her people. And now I'm walking her through step by step of this is the next thing you do. And this is what we have in order. And these are the assets that we give them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to continue to have this conversation because this is the thing. For a lot of you, you have the ability to expand big. It's just simply learning a few skills. And once you know how to do it, you know how to do it forever. I said this about 6-figure collaborations. It's like riding a bike. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Here's to expansion.